Ben's headed back. He's being a weenie. He's saying we're moving way too fast on this Missouri.
All right, he's on his way back.
This wasn't very smart.
But he's gonna have a story when he comes back. And it's a story that I'm okay with him telling and not me.
Yeah, Ben was the smart one.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's Ben. I've got Wyatt with me today. He's hanging out, huh, buddy? We're working hard. So I figured out when we started this video that we didn't really introduce properly what was going on. So today we're talking about a race. It's called the Mr340, or the Missouri River 340, because they go 340 miles. It is the longest continuous paddle, canoe, kayak race in the United States. So why are we talking about it? Are we going to do it? No, heck no. Ryan and I are not excited about paddling all the way across the state. We've been there on a jet ski, so we know. But the Mr340 is a race that happens, oh my goodness, bless you. A race that happens every year, unless weather stops it. And we decided that we wanted to be a part of it. So this video introduces a little bit about that series that's coming up, our Mr340 series. So we leave the house and
we only got a mile, thank goodness.
Well, yeah, only a mile. And I'm sorry, I hate to be the voice of reason, but I said, hey, do you think we need to strap the kayaks down?
And normally I was actually thinking we probably should, but we've never gone this far with these kayaks, so it's probably smart that we do. I just forgot.
Probably ought to.
So we're headed back.
Yeah, we're gonna go back and get a strap, I guess.
And P.S. if you see, we're wearing jackets.
It's not as warm as it should be.
2 days ago it was 80 degrees.
Man, why didn't we do this 2 days ago?
Oh my gosh. Yesterday was what, in the 30s, and today's mid 40s. I hope we don't flip. Either way, it's going to be cold.
Anyway, we'll get a strap and then we'll head to the river. So, I may have been talking to the camera and I didn't have it recording. So I'm gonna fix that. Anyway,
So,
we're sitting here stuck waiting on a train.
The Fairfax, the GM Fairfax plant is down here, but this whole area on this Kansas side is industrial down in this river bottom. I've never been over here.
We're trying to get to where the Kansas and Missouri River meet up here, and there's only one way in, and a train just went through, but we got stuck. What are you pointing at? Somebody left a train unattended.
There's a train unattended, and it's on, and I'm getting some thoughts in my head. You guys ever seen Ghost Train?
Go jump on the train and put it in drive.
Warren Buffett would be pissed.
Man, there it is.
Hey,
there's
those
also
trains are a lot. Those engines are a lot smaller than they used to be. That one we showed you up in Omaha, that thing was massive.
Big boy, and the 6-axle diesel.
I wonder if these are more powerful than those were too.
They may be. So basically, the motor is a diesel motor, but it runs a generator that drives the wheels that are driven off of electricity.
So this is Caw Point, and Lewis and Clark actually landed here June 26th of 1804. So what river are we standing on?
This is the Kansas River.
The Kansas flows into the Missouri.
That is the Missouri. See this
right
point right here?
Yeah.
That's where the Kansas ends.
Oh, right, like right here?
Yeah, so the Missouri turns that corner.
Oh, we are literally right here.
This is the confluence.
Wow.
That's what they call it, I guess.
So Lewis and Clark literally were right here. They just pulled off on this area.
Probably because it's so pretty. I don't know. Look at the cool sand over there. And the city in the background. It's awesome. I see Lewis and Clark out there on the point. See them?
Oh yeah, there they are. They're pointing.
So this is Caw Point. This is actually the starting point of the Mr340 race. They fill this parking lot full of 300 to 400 boats. They walk them down. They have to do them in sections, and then they all park.
They all just hang out
They
right
all
here.
hang out right here where the river's not moving too fast until they say go, and then they take off.
So here's a little known fact for you guys. Just across the river here is actually the old stockyards where they used to drive all the cattle up from Texas and Oklahoma. The stockyards are right over there.
It was a big deal back in the day.
Not so much anymore.
The Kansas City stockyards. Crazy.
Yeah.
That is sweet. The city behind us, the river, Kansas and Missouri.
Well, what's cool about the city too is it sits right on the bluff,
Yep.
and it from when you're in the city you can't tell that it sits on a bluff, but from this side definitely absolutely sits on a bluff.
We're here. So, 2 objectives.
Okay.
1, look at all this friggin' trash.
Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna do some cleanup while we're here. Thank you to the Pest Control Guys for cleaning up this episode. And then,
Don't they sponsor us?
yeah, then we're gonna dip into the river here today.
And by dip you mean
Kayaks.
really? we brought some kayaks.
We're gonna get wet. Well, hopefully not. Should we clean or paddle first?
Let's clean.
Okay, we're gonna clean first.
So it's definitely not as clean as when Lewis and Clark got here. Well, and I wanted to say this, I thought downtown people were nasty, but we've been to a couple of those country ramps,
same way.
and it's just as filthy in those country areas. So everybody needs to do better, right?
Stop being so nasty.
I'm literally lifting
We've only been, what, 20 feet?
20 feet and what, 10 minutes, 8 minutes?
We've got at least 1 full bag because we got 2 halves.
And mine weighs at least 35 pounds.
I tried to empty out all the bottles before I put them in.
A lot of trash on these rivers. So do your part, clean up. We're trying to do a little bit today.
Yeah, we're gonna work our way over here and
Finish
some of this
out,
cleaned up.
and we'll hit the river.
That's a little tight. First time I put it on this year. Might have to loosen it a little bit. I got some holiday weight a little.
Holiday? Hell, we're far removed from the holiday.
I know, but my holiday weight is not. What are we doing?
We're gonna hit the Missouri right from the Caw Point.
Oh, I ain't going in the Missouri. I'm going Kansas.
You weenie. I'm hitting the Missouri.
You
to
hit
say I
that,
did it.
and it's gonna go.
I know. I'm excited. Come get me in St. Louis.
All right. Well, let's go down there before the fish cop comes over.
So we just got done talking to the gentleman that was driving this little John boat here. He said that they hire him. Pardon my breathing heavy. I walked down a ramp. He Ben's over here laughing. Anyway, they hire him to go down where the bridges are being worked on by people, and he's the safety vessel. If anybody falls in the river, he's there to pull them out. Pretty interesting. I didn't know they did that.
Hey, is this... Where's Ryan? There he is. Ooh, we're doing it. We're heading into the Missouri right now.
So I'm on a kayak on the Kansas River at Caw Point. Right up there is where Lewis and Clark landed. Back in the background is Kansas City on the Missouri side. But I can't help, and I know this is morbid, I can't help but to think how many dead people have been in here. This is really kind of grossing me out, freaking me out. We're right in the downtown area, so you know they throw bodies in here all the time. I just can't get over it. Here comes Ben. But again, hey Ben.
Hey buddy.
What is it that you think about when you're paddling out here? And be honest.
Not dead bodies.
See, that's what I was thinking about. Dead bodies.
Well, we are on the Missouri River again, and I'm not sure how I feel about being in a kayak. Those guys that ride these that far, that's crazy.
I'm blown away by it because my butt's puckering
Just being here.
just being here.
This is where it all starts. This is where the race begins, right here. It's pretty cool though. Okay, I'm with you. I'm gonna go out there a little bit.
Okay, we're going on the Missouri.
Whew. So we did some, Ryan's going over there in the Missouri. You get it out there and instantly it starts pulling you. There's some serious current there. It's not a bad day to be on the river, although I'm gonna leave the kayaking and canoeing to the professionals because I only went like 100 feet and I'm already winded. I can't imagine. But this race is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so cool to see. And I can't wait to see some of the river that we haven't seen.
Ben's headed back. He's being a weenie. He's saying, we're moving way too fast on this Missouri for these kayaks. But you know what? I want to see this down here. Oh, there's some geese right on the bank. Anyway, I want to come down here and check this out. I'm moving at a pretty good clip, probably 2 miles an hour. Anyway, I'm going to check this out and see what it is over here, and then I'll see if I can head back up. Ben's hanging out where it's real calm and safe. He's a weenie. Don't tell him I said that.
Ryan's headed down to where the water's shooting out and the pylons over there. He wants to go see some cool stuff. I'm just taking in the starting line. Taking it all in. There's going to be 400 boats here. Crazy. So I looked down there. It almost looked like Ryan had flipped, but green side up. So that means if his boat was white, then he would be upside down, but I could still see green. So that's good. Gosh, look at that. So this is Caw Point. You can see the Lewis and Clark cutout figure up there. Pretty cool. So upriver that way. Upriver that way is Parkville. We got downtown, and then we got loop around a bunch, and that's where we put in last year on the other side of the city for the 2023 river run.
All right, guys. I'm on the Missouri, right up on the bank. I went down here about 3/4 of a mile, half mile from Ben. This wasn't very smart. This water's ripping. So now I'm trying to get back upstream. I had to come right in near the bank where it's a little bit more calm to get any traction and start moving. Anyway, it looks like I'm finally making some headway. But when I was further out in this current, right here, not happening. I'm not gonna lie, got a little nervous. Just a little. And I don't get nervous often. But when you got a fat guy that's in one of these tiny little kayaks that's topsy-turvy. And the Missouri River is pulling you to St. Louis. It's one of those things where you feel like calling your wife and saying, see you next week.
He's in the pylons down there.
Anyway, yeah, this current, holy cow. This is freaking ridiculous. It's a ripper. Ben's sitting over at the mouth, laughing. Oh, dude, this is grossing me out. I'm knocking water up in my mouth. Gross.
Yep. Still sitting here waiting on Ryan. I went out right here in the upper side of the confluence, and as soon as you hit that, it wants to whip your boat around. That's crazy. So then I tried to turn around. It wouldn't even let me turn around because that's like the strongest part of the river. If I'd crossed or gotten into the slower moving stuff, I could do it, but I don't know. He's gonna have to cross over to that side, paddle up, and then come across because it'll push you. The hardest part is steering, getting yourself pointed in the right direction. I don't know if he's gonna figure it out. I guess we're gonna wait. He's got the truck keys, so either way, I'm not leaving without him.
I'm half tempted to get out and portage this son of a bee. Yeah, Ben was the smart one. Not gonna lie. Of course, life sometimes is about taking adventures. I'm gonna be dead in a few years anyways. Why not? Oh, damn. This is pulling. Man, I'm getting no headway.
All right, he's on his way back. He's muscling. I don't know how hard it is to keep straight, but he's gonna have a story when he comes back. And it's a story that I'm okay with him telling and not me, because I really don't want to kill my arms today. Well, while I wait, I'm gonna head up underneath this bridge and then come back. Who's tired now?
I'm tired. I got my workout in for the day. Hey, it's a lot faster going down than it is
I bet it is.
Yeah, just so you know, for every 4 paddles, you go back 3. So,
well, you should have gone across into the slow part and then come
I thought
over.
about that. I'm like, it comes around this bend and really rips, and it does. It grabs you. I should have been on the inside one, but as soon as I got along that edge, there's a little bit of calmness right along the edge. I'm a fatty.
Would you do it 340 miles?
Going that way, yes. This way?
That's why they don't go this way, because you got, I mean, in a jet ski you don't feel it because you get above plane and you're not messing with current, but these you definitely do.
Well, I want to know, how did Lewis and Clark have sails?
They had paddles and sails, I believe.
Did they have slaves that took them up? What?
There were a bunch of people on the boat.
I hope they were paid labor, because that is a workout.
It's a lot.
I'll bet it took them a long time to get here from St. Louis.
Dude,
upriver.
And they were messing with sandbars and crap like that all the time. It's
Bag that crap.
This river's a beast. You can't mess with it.
No, it'll grab you and take you where it wants you to go, that's for sure. Well, should we load up and...
Yep. Let's get these out of the water and make sure we're still alive.
Well, my legs are shaking like you wouldn't believe.
I was over here saying, he's gonna be tired. He's gonna be tired. He's on dry land.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, you trying to go all the way down there and paddle back.
What's funny was trying to watch you get out of the canoe, the kayak.
Yeah, I know. Good thing we didn't record that.
You know what I really dislike though? When your kids borrow your stuff and then fill it full of mud, and now your butt's covered with mud, and then you got to go sit in your nice truck.
Yeah.
I hate kids. My own kids especially.
I'm glad my kids didn't do
Anybody
that.
want? I've got 4.
They're for sale on Facebook Marketplace.
Fartface Marketbook.
Marketbook. So that's one of the series that's coming up. The Missouri River 340.
So the MR340. We're not doing it.
Prove that. But it's going to be fun. We're going to follow a team. We're going to check out all the cool stuff along the way. We're going to have plenty of time to get the history on these little towns while we're there. And we'll find the cool little places to look at. But the river calls.
It does. You get away from it and you forget about it, but when you see it again,
you're like, dang, I should go out there and ride. But yeah,
it beckons, that's for sure.
Pretty cool. No wonder Lewis and Clark were so excited about going up and down.
Absolutely.
We were flying, but then Ryan slowed down, started driving responsibly. And
why?
Because there's a cop right there. No wonder we slowed down. Heading back. So, some of you are wondering, what is this race? What is the Mr340? So I've done some research.
He's got his book ready.
Well, Wikipedia says the Missouri 340 River 340 or Mr340 is a 340-mile kayak and canoe race from Kansas City, Kansas to St. Charles, Missouri that follows the Missouri River. It's the longest continuous canoe and kayak marathon in North America besides the Yukon 1000 and possibly in the world. So, depending on your source, some people will say it's the longest continuous race in the U.S. or the world. I've heard it both ways, but it's long. 340 miles, non-stop, here to there. It's
and
crazy.
Everybody we talk to says that it absolutely ruins your body.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine. They're like, people have duct taped their fingers up. They like,
their feet are wore out.
Their feet, their backs. Anyway, so this year's going to be the 19th annual. They call it the Missouri American Water Mr340.
So they've done it for almost 20 years, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And an interesting fact, it's only been canceled 4 times or cut short.
So, and one of them was last year.
One of them was last year, and we're going to get into some of that story.
That's pretty harrowing and crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the weather's crazy out here, first of all, but to do it that long. So basically how it works is you have to run from Kansas City, Kansas to St. Charles in 86 hours if you're a solo, or 85 if you're in a team.
You get 1 hour?
Yeah, because the teams are a little bit faster.
Yeah, I would think they would be a lot faster.
Well, we did 364 miles, and we did it in 21 hours.
We were a little faster, though, with the machine.
I know, but amazing. Okay, now listen, the record. You want to guess what the record is?
28 hours.
No, come on, that's ridiculous. There's
Is it?
no way. So the record was...
Oh, duh. Two days, I'd say 49 hours.
There are a lot in the 40s. So the record was set by a team. They did it in 2018 in 33 hours and 1 minute.
Wow.
That's hauling, because we were flying, and we did it in 21. We went a little bit longer, but dang, that's amazing. They did it in just over a day. So the premise on this, the Missouri American Water or the Missouri River Relief programs are obviously they're nonprofit charities, and they want to raise awareness about the river. Use of the river, things you can do, cleaning up the river, all that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. They do a ton of activities with kids and with people and volunteers cleaning the river and doing education. All the month of June, they have a thing at Cooper's Landing where they do this educational thing for kids. It's pretty cool. But,
and you guys should know Cooper's Landing from one of our videos.
That's where we camped. It's a cool little spot. The Missouri American Water Mr340 is a true community event. Community created by the river to witness determination of the racers, grit of the ground crews. Hey, we're going to be a ground crew. The hospitality of the volunteers. So basically, this is something that these people look forward to every year. get to see their friends, get to meet new people. And the stories we've heard is they, as the canoes and kayaks are scooting down the river, they're talking and making friends and hanging out. Not something we could do on jet skis.
No. No. But yeah, some of these guys become lifelong friends because of it. So
Registration for the Mr340 is per person, not per boat. Each racer pays $75 entry fee plus a $200 tax-deductible donation, or you have to raise $200 for Missouri River Relief. It's super cool because it happens right in our backyard. You know, we've never gone, we've never watched it. I started to try to follow it a little bit last year. They have trackers in the boats, and they've got a website that you can see where everybody is and how far they get, and that's pretty cool. But this year we're going to be the boots on the ground. Maybe we'll throw water bottles at people or granola bars or something. I don't know.
throw them at them or toss them to them.
Well, hopefully we hit them. No, I'm just kidding. We're hoping to bring some humor to this serious event and just to enjoy it, have some fun. So there's going to be more about the Mr340. We're going to do a series, and what we're going to start with, you guys don't know this, but we've located a team that we're going to follow. We'll introduce them soon. They're going to start training, and we'll start getting them involved. But they're raising money for a good charity that we'll talk about. They're crazy for doing this. We're happy that we don't have to do it, but we're going to be a part of this. So we're going to provide video support and give you the story of how it looks from the back end.
Yep.
And from their perspective. So that's the Mr340 that we're going to be a part of somehow this year.
I'd like to say, to make a short story long, oh wait, it is.
How quickly do you think we'll get kicked out of this thing?
If it's a serious event, quick.
Well, they have fun with it. But anyway, there'll be more to come on the Mr340. You guys can do your research, look at it, look at some videos. There's tons of videos online. Hopefully ours will be added to the library.
Do some research. We're going to do our research, but yeah, we're going to be involved. We're going to have some fun with this. And the more you guys know about it, the more history you guys attain and acquire.
Yeah, they hit some of the very historic checkpoints along the river. Some of the cool cities and very cool stuff to see. And they're not going at 30 miles an hour like we were, so they get to soak it in a little bit better.
Absorb it.
Absorb it.
All right, well, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm glad we didn't crash. We'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya.